Hello, this is Chance, or on the PlayStation Network, I'm Psyguy 456. This is BSA Captain's video. He is the host of this video because, well, his camera's broken, so I am recording for him.
We're basically going to be giving you a tour of our, what we call the base. I'm going to tell you about my part of the base. And I'm going to tell you the good things about it, what's a good position, and just, in general, some cool things about the place. And we'll also be checking the Outpost part of the base, which Psyguy here will tell you about because he controls that end. Ready to go?
Yep.
Go. You may notice that we are kind of dressed in off-duty military uniforms. So, I mean, if enough people ask to know how to make those outfits, just in case you don't, we will probably do a video to show. So, anything you'd like to include there, buddy?
Yeah, pretty much where we're going is the base that we use in our crew. That obviously he runs. I'm his second in command.
Yeah, we waited a little while to do a show of this place because we wanted to test it in practically every scenario, and we have. So we know what this base is good for. It's good for any situation, defending against people, cops, mercenaries. We've done it. And just outside here, we've had World War III up there millions of times.
Indeed we have.
It's also where, for the first time ever, Psy brightened up on his sniping skills to become an ultimate beast of the sniper.
That's why I was appointed sniper.
Little fun fact about that. We were going against my friend Hyper because he made me angry. And I pointed Psy to snipe him out. And he repeatedly kept sniping Hyper's head off, even from distances that seemed almost impossible to make a headshot, and he did. Even in bushes, he still got headshots.
I told him hiding in a bush wasn't going to help him.
Yes, he did. The rest of us just laughed and sat back and eventually just watched. Okay. Now, from here, give you a little tour. And no, this place right here, if you want to hold off the cops, it's good to have a tank at this road, a tank on that road, and a tank facing that way. Just, period, enough people here, or tanks, this spot right here will be undefeatable. I held off the cops here myself for 2 hours in a tank. It's just, you can see them, and they will not get out their cars until they get about here, so you got a long time before they'll shoot back. So this area right here, then you have up there, which is, we'll climb up there quickly and show them. This area up here is sniper's heaven. There's all these different little rooftops. You got close range engagement, like right here with assault rifles. Go up a little more, you can as well. But then, oh, hop over here. We'll give them a little funny.
That looked funny on my screen.
Then you come over here. Now, before I show you the major sniper tower, there's two cool little factors. For one, there's this little walk-in space. You can like park motorcycles in here. We can, as I demonstrate, if somebody walked by, no matter which way they're coming from, they're not going to see you, and then you can just pop out and shoot the living crap out of them. Then you come down here. This is the second of the third coolest stuff. There's little walkways that take you down even lower, so you can hide from the cops or whoever you're fighting. This is also just a good spot right here, like if you wanted to organize, you can call your guys down here. This is just one of those nice little square spots for calling a meeting in. Now on this side, I'm going to go up halfway. I'll have Psy go up all the way to demonstrate to you guys. There's always a parachute up here too, so that's a good thing. If you're fighting, you can take the parachute, you can bail off here and make an escape. Psy, climb up the ladder. He will show you what we call Sniper's Haven. Go up there with a sniper rifle. It's going to be very... You're going to need an enemy player to kill you, because bots just don't do it. Cops can't shoot that high with a shotgun or a pistol. The SMGs the SWAT use don't work. Not to mention the angle's so high you can't even aim up there, so you got perfect cover. And this is just half of the first part of the base, and you've already got all these big countermeasures that you can use against your opponent, which is why we selected it. It's kind of a no-brainer. Now here's the third coolest thing about this part of the base. We have a bomb shelter. If someone's bombing, you'll survive hiding down here. There are two ways. With enough people can hold off this end, with being on the side, and hide up here as well and crouch, so if somebody looks down this way to look for you, they're not going to see you. And then you can, of course, go up this side. Now this brings us this end. Go up here, and then I'll need to demonstrate it, but you go up here, there's another roof for sniping. It gives you a whole range of that entire area. And there's one little cool thing. I'll demonstrate this so I get a good view of it. There's one thing about this place I particularly love. This spot.
1 sec.
You're going to go up there. You climb on this spot, you got the best jumping spot for jumping in the water in most likely the entire game.
Okay.
Okay. You got a good shot?
Yep.
You will survive this. Alright, I'm going to come up by the dock.
Okay. You want me to meet you there?
That's another cool thing. Yeah. That's another cool thing. You have this dock. You can't fit a vehicle down here. I've fit bikes down here. I've fit a tank down here once. It was hard, but basically no more need to say. If you can fit a tank down there, you can fit anything down there. So this entire part of this is just the first half. We're going to go back to the truck now to show you the other half.
Which would be the outpost that I control.
Now here's something else I like. You got these little barriers. So when somebody's coming up here, you can easily just ambush them. There's one over here too. You can hide behind these corners, you can hide behind these barriers. So this place is almost like it was made for a military crew to use. And just in case anybody wonders why we did this, it's for anybody who's in the crew or joins the crew. Some people in our crew haven't had the chance to see this yet, and people who might join the crew by watching previous videos for it may want to know where to find a base, so you guys can check it out. And that's why we drove from the Los Santos Customs here. And notice the Los Santos Customs is up near the area of Michael's house. You look to the top of the city, you'll see it on the map. So, and you've seen how we came here, so if you're better with learning visually, yeah. And there's also that place down there, that whole entire shoreline. You can obviously fit anything down there. You can fit tons of current, tanks, turrets, all your troops. There's waterways for boats. And a boat usually spawns, as you see in the distance. Got the shot of the boat.
Yep.
As you see, there's a boat that always spawns down there. And we basically control from that part of the base down to here, which is what we call the outpost, because it's smaller, and basically people would pass through here more than they would pass through the main area. I will take over for the tips and the cool things about this spot. This is his control area. Sai?
Okay, so obviously, as he said, this is the outpost that I control. Basically, what we do here is, really, we just patrol. as you can see, we come up here. Kind of gives us a good view of the road, you know. We can go up on that roof, and there's little...
If I would like to point out something quickly, from this corner that I am at, with a sniper rifle, you will have a view of anybody coming across that water, and you will have a view of anyone coming across the road all the way down to that end.
Right.
There's no way you're going to get it snuck up on. Don't worry about that.
Now, if you want, you can come up on this roof here. You've got these little... I'm going to call them boxes, because, you know, I'm not sure what they are, but, you know, you can hide behind them. It gives you some pretty good cover. Again, like with that balcony, you'll have a good view of the road, down on the shoreline. Pick anyone's freaking head off. I don't know why I put the sniper rifle on there.
This spot right here, and I is the one that discovered it. She was the first person to do it in my crew. This spot right here is big enough to park a cargo bob. So you can put a helicopter on here of practically any size. So if you need a good escape vehicle and you're fighting down here, run on a roof, get in there and get out.
Oh yeah, and that parking spot right there, you can fit about 3 or 4 pretty big vehicles, like the barracks, for example.
And in this whole area in total, I tested this one day. I did it with me. You can fit a total in this area. If you were measuring in the size of a tank, from that parking space to the little bit of road that connects with it, you can fit a total of about 7 tanks here. So you have enough vehicle room.
And up here is really the best vantage point, the best sniping spot of this outpost, because it's up high and you just have just a really good view. I know that tree blocks the road kind of, but that shoreline down there, you just have the best view for just annihilating anybody.
And to note, just in case, this may be a little useless, but those 2 lights you might have just seen me shoot out, they obviously do break and it cuts the lights off, so you can kind of mess with your enemy and make them think. If they're down by the lights, you can basically mess with them, shoot them both out, and make them wonder which way you're coming from. And then there's one thing I would like to demonstrate. I discovered this. You can go up under here, and if you move back to this spot, no helicopter can hit you whatsoever. And this is the best place to hold off if you want to make a decent stand against somebody or the cops.
And yeah, that's pretty much the outpost.
And we would like to note one thing. Go up that way a little bit. There is a little parking spot that usually cars spawn in, so if you need a getaway vehicle, it's not impossible. Plus, we've got about 3 roads in me here. There's a mountain you can jump off on the other side that can land you onto the road as an escape exit. There's one piece of our base, we barely use it, but we're going to make a use of it. Psy doesn't even know about this. Kind of a little surprise. Me and parts of the council, which are members that have been in his crew since the beginning and were appointed as leaders, decided to turn this one spot that we're heading to right now into an even bigger outpost. And just as a little note, you've seen that car we passed by, that's where cars spawn that I'm talking about. Go down here, there's an even bigger complex area, and this is good because you can fit a lot of vehicles there. There's guardrails and there's a roof, so you can easily hold this position. And nobody's getting in on this side if you got enough people down there to defend it. Now, we know that the way this sounds like I'm demonstrating you to good things about our base, but if you're watching this and you have your own crew or military crew, at least we're telling you about the good things of these areas, so you can decide to use it yourselves. Now, this is what I was talking about. I'm just going to do a drive-by inspection of this. You can see places break with blow-up containers, so if somebody goes near them, they're doomed. There's all these barricades and guardrails, so someone would have to really drive around all that just to get to you. There's a parking spot here, and you can fit 7 tanks alone in it. The whole area, you'd be able to fit at least 25 tanks around here. And yeah, that's going to be used as pretty much a permission granting area. That's where we're going to have guards at, and people who aren't in the crew will have to, if they want access, they will have to be approved by somebody down there to actually enter the area. That's for us though, because we don't really like a lot of people we don't have in the crew just running in through the area, messing with the members, or, you know, scouting out our place to learn how to attack us. Hard idea. So I will cut this video most likely when we get to the beginning area of the first part. We'll just give you a little talk about the crew quickly, and yeah. And to note, that spot that we just passed by again with the cars does, if you're looking for a dirt bike or a rare car like the Sultan, or rare trucks like the Sadler, the Bison, the Sand King XL, and a Granger, they pop up in that area frequently. Going there almost every time, you're guaranteed to find one of those vehicles, and they are pretty rare. Most of them you don't see around a lot. Anything you'd like to include, Si, before we get to a little talk about the crew?
No, not really.
Okay, well, basically, once I pull up to the other end of this little drive spot, we're going to basically, like we do in our last video, anything GTA related that we record is going to be mentioned of the crew to anybody who hasn't watched the other videos. You know, kind of smart thing to do. So, basically our crew is the Lost Side Locos. If you like military or biker stuff, or you just want to be in a crew that you're going to be treated like a person, not just like some other member to go out and do our bidding, we treat you like a warrior in this crew, and we treat you like a friend. We respect you. We will back you up if you need our backup, and we're on here. We will come to your aid, no matter what the circumstance is. We can train you to be better at certain things. Eventually, by the time you go through all these training sets, which you don't have to do. So by the time you go through all the training, you basically be a straight-up warrior. You'll be good at all specialties. There's the council, which consists of me, Si here, and another friend of ours, Ron. They decide the big decisions for the crew. There's a secret team, which I'm not going to name because it's classified, but if you become one of the best in my crew, you get put in there. And it comes with its privileges. But, yeah, you might have something to say about the crew or two. I handed over to him, and I said what I had to say. Thank you for watching.
Well, pretty much if I were to say anything, I'd pretty much say the same thing as him. And, you know, if you are interested in joining, you know, you can contact either of us. He'll probably put his gamer tag and mine in the description or the comments, and, you know, hit us up with a message if you want to join. And yeah.
But yeah, other than that, me and Si here, we both thank you for watching the video. Please support by subscribing if you would like. At least a like enough is good enough for me. I'm connected with his channel as a partner with him, so if there's something you need to say to him but you can't get a hold of him, just ask me and I will tell him for you. But yeah, the name of the crew will be put in the description. The comments, we will both post our PlayStation Network names so you know how to contact us, and you just ask me and I'm going to probably talk to you in a message quickly, or I'll invite you to GTA and if you're fit enough to be in here. As long as you're respectful, you'll make it. So thank you for watching.
Peace out.